Cain was a good man. I'd be honored to help you avenge his death.
You don't speak of how you became a Templar. Were you born to it?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
So you were once a criminal?
Yes. And I am told our Inquisitors had to bend quite a ways down to tear me from my sinful roots.
I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good. An enchanting young woman, who is much more than her youth suggests, will come to your aid today. She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
Why will I need her help? What is to befall me?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable.
Wait, back up a moment. What was that you said about an enchanting young woman?
Ah, Celdo. Unlike me, she will be immune to your charming advances. But it doesn't hurt to try, does it?
I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
You said that your grandsire was King Leoric's Chancellor. Tell me of him.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Chaldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
Your grandsire was a hero in his own way. You should be proud.
Here we are. Caldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench on the air.
We will split up. You two find Belial, and I will hunt his servant Magda. Cain will be avenged.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful. I have never been outside the city my entire life.
Hey, you! Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
As the shepherd watches over his flock, so shall I care for those who seek to protect us.
Guard, where do these refugees come from?
I am not a guard. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven. It even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
As it happens, I am hunting Magda. Where do I find her?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakarum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that. But everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world.
I've dug up... I dig this stuff up, clean it off, and drag it here to sell it. You want any?
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Caldeum while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I hunt Magda.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Alcarnus is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people still alive.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
My family. I lost my whole family out there.
Everything I had was in Alcarnus. I am ruined.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this. His death was convenient for the boy, wasn't it?
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my trade.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
Why don't you... Many of my pieces come straight from the Emperor's own collection. Very valuable. But Tilnan knows you can afford it.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
The Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
I am Lady Neferez. Let me back into the city this instant.
We need to be within the safety of the city walls.
Life in the Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help, and how do they treat us? Like animals.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You will need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Kasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
Something tells me this will be an interesting journey.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
No, they will die. I have come to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well now, it's my lucky day.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
The cultists couldn't kill me before, and they won't now. But I thank you for the warning.
A good shot!
Stay back! They're in the rocks!
careful. They are very near to us.
No one is here. The way is blocked.
You should never allow demons will feast on your bones.
So, do you have anything going on?
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I am grateful for your aid. What really brings you to these lands?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolf!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Are there more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there. There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic. The illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
Whatever do you mean? Look, more hidden footprints.
The ritual is disrupted!
What twisted...
This hero means to attack you in Alcarnus. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Cassim outpost. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would be...
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
I owe you my life. Bless you.
They tortured my poor husband.
We will avenge him.